Hey guys, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. I am out here in Crazy Town and I just shut down all the ASICs over here and the one in the cooler that's behind. And then of course the heater turns on, so of course that's not making noise. Can't get any quiet around here, but today we're going to be working on the L3++. You know, I got that board that's bad on this one, but I got 3 working ones. And the problem was that the old board kind of got messed up. So the power supply kind of burnt it out a little bit. Well, I'm not exactly 100% sure if it burnt it out, but I know that the fans got burnt out pretty bad. And you can see right here where the fans go. They got burnt out, and the board itself looks like it's in pretty good shape. But I wanted to get a new one because I wasn't sure. And so I went ahead and ordered that. And that one came in, and I already put it in. It's really easy to install these. It just simply slides right in. It's got 2 little grooves along the side, and it just slides right into those 2 grooves, and then you slide it straight in. So that's it. There's no real. They have little clips on the side. If you see on the board, it's got 2 little notches on either side, and these little clips here just kind of grab it when it goes in, but this is a little bent, so it doesn't really grab it. Now, the next problem I had was that the fans that were on here had, they got roached, as you can see, like that. So that wasn't too good. And the other fan is this one, and you can see here also. So when I saw this, and these connect to the board, the old board, I just didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to take a chance having this old board and it having problems and then burning out new fans. So I went ahead and got a new control board, which is that. It was about $75, and then with shipping and tax, came to about $85. So $85 there. Next thing I needed to get some new fans. So I've got these 2 old fans, and we are going to be replacing them. So I ordered some new fans. They came. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and already opened up one. I started to put it on here, but I wanted to, I stopped. I don't want to do the video so y'all can see me doing it, but I went ahead and took the fan off the back, and I've already connected the new fan to the front. Now, just remember, when you put these fans on, they have to be facing the correct way. I've learned that the hard way. And even when I bought these from China, these ASICs, the L3 Plus and the L3++, they even said that they cleaned them and everything for me. And when I received it, if you watched my first video on the L3 Plus video, they actually had the fans both facing in, so the air was blowing in on itself, where one needs to blow this way and one needs to blow that way. It needs to suck the air out, and that one needs to blow the air in. So anyway, so that's what we are doing now. So this is the side that blows the air out. So you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you have this sticker is the easy way. And there's also, someone told me there's some arrows on these fans that tell you which way the air flows, but I got to be honest, I haven't found them. So when you see this, the best thing to do is just to notice where the wire is. So the wire is in the front on this one, and then when we put the one on the back, it'll be closest to the miner. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these other boxes, and we're going to open this one up, and we're going to get this fan installed also. So just give me a quick second. So I've got the other fan. They use this big box for, I mean, not that the box is that big, but the fan is pretty big, but definitely waste of space. So there we go. There's the fan, brand new. And we are going to go ahead and, so the idea is that the sticker is typically where the fan is going to blow in that direction. So what we want is we want this one with the sticker here, and we want this one with the sticker here, so that they both blow in the same direction. So that one's going to go on the back, and then both of these will connect into here. But first, we'll go ahead and hook this one up. So we'll just go ahead and flip this one up, and we'll put that fan like that. And then we need to get the other screen. So it's got the screws. I dropped one and I picked it up, and there it is. So it's got the 4 screws on it, and we're just going to drop it right in on top of this. So there we go. And then you can see it's got 4 holes. So we're just going to go ahead and screw those down right there. All right. Okay. And I'm just going to double check this side, make sure I tightened it all up. Okay. So that, for the most part, is that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook these connectors onto the 2 connectors here. And we will get those lined up. All right, so there are 2 fans. Now, as you can see, I am still missing that board. I haven't gotten that one fixed yet. I've got to get someone to solder those 2 power connections back on. No big deal. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But in the meantime, I really don't want to leave this thing not running. So I did forget my ribbons. I did get brand new ribbons also. I could use the old ones, but again, I just wanted to put new stuff on here. And I bought some replacement ribbons in case anything happened with the other machines. I didn't want to not have spare parts, so I did buy several new ones. So I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to run upstairs and I'm going to grab those. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, and these are the ribbons. So I just got some so I can replace those 4. I only need 3 right now. Excuse me, I'm still a little raspy from that cold. But so we're going to go ahead and hook these on. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here because I don't think you need to see me hooking all these up. I'll just show you the first one. Pretty straightforward. It's got a little clip right here. And you just kind of push it to open and close that. And it goes on only on one side. So it just goes just like that. And then you come down on this side. And it's the same idea. And that's it. So that's all it is. Not too exciting. I will say that when you put these on, you do want to go straight down when you do it. You don't want to bend these and try to put them on like, sideways and then just try to like that. You want to try to go straight down because there really are tiny little holes, and they do need to line up just right in order for that to work. And we'll leave that last one on there. So we will go ahead doesn't like that one very much. There we go. Yep, goes in real nice. And I'll just leave this one plugged in for when the time comes. So, and then that one will just go in there when that date comes. So I just want to check, make sure everything's plugged in real nice. So those look really good. The fans are hooked up, and excuse me, I bought a couple wires for the network. I needed some new ones, so I got some 10-foot cable, so I could make sure when I have these hooked up, if there's any distance, I won't have any problems. So, and I'm getting some text messages. Let's see. Okay, my pooling, when these are down, I get a message on my phone yelling at me, telling me that there's a problem. So it keeps dinging while I'm doing this because all of them are down. So we'll go ahead and grab one side and go here. And then we'll go on the other side and we'll go there. Now I did bring another one down because as a bonus, and aren't you all so lucky, I'm going to hook up that Z9. Now, the other problem I had was that the reason all of this happened was because of a crappy power supply. So when I got these from China, I got the China Special, and the power supply was garbage. So here's the power supply I got, this big bulky thing. And on here, let's see if I could find it real quick. Yeah, this one. I don't know if you can see that very well. You can see that's, there's not even plastic on it anymore. These two were the ones that went into that one board, and it just completely melted it off. I mean, it fried the hell out of it. So I'm not even going to use this power supply for anything else. It's going into the garbage. I don't even want it. But what I did do is I bought 2 new power supplies. So I got 2-bit main. These are the AP3 Plus, and these are, let's see, 1800 watts. No, is it 1600? Maybe that's 1600. I have to look. Yeah, I thought it was 18. I'm gonna have to look at my packing slip. I thought I got 18. It says 16. So I'm gonna have to look that up. But as you can see, that's what I got. So anyway, I got a power supply for this. And then the other one that I had for the Z9, the other power supply, where is it at? I might have tossed it already. It too was having problems. It was giving me a headache. Here it is. This ridiculous one. It was, it had out a burnt connection, and I just didn't even want to use it anymore. There, right there. This one, it's missing the plug altogether. You can't see it very well. The lighting out here is terrible, and I'm sorry, guys. This crazy town. I don't have any other lighting set up yet in here. I got the plug set up way up high so I can plug in a new thing, but I just haven't gotten to it. But anyway, I'm going to toss this one also. I don't even want to mess with this. If one of my other miners went down, I would rather wait to get a new power supply than to hook one of these other ones up. I don't even want to chance it. So anyway, I got 2 of them. So This is going to be for this one here, the L3++, minus one board. I just hate not having it working. You know, right now these machines, I mean, we'll do some numbers upstairs real quick when I get there, but this is making, you know what, like $180 a month. So what is that? You know, like $45, let's say, a month for each board. So 12, 13, so $135 a month for those three boards. And you know what? I know that might not be a lot of money to a lot of people, but $135, it's a lot of money to me, and it's a lot of money to me. So I would love to have this running even for $135, and get some more positive, you know, cash flow. So this is going to get hooked up. So let's do that. So let's look how we do this. Pretty straightforward with these. So these power supplies, they'll come with these two wrapped wires. Each one has 4 connectors, and you have 4 boards. So each board has two connections on it, 2, 4, 6, 8. So you've got 2, 4 on that one strand, 6, 8. And then it has another double strand, or 2 strands here, and they're just single. One of these will go to the control board right here, and then you'll just have one extra one. So that's just how they come. That's how the other ones are over there. So let's start hooking this up. Let's take a look. We'll start right here, and we will go across. So we're just going to kind of have to hold this up for now until I get this on the shelf. I was looking at shelving today, and I almost got the ones that I needed, but we were doing painting in one of the bedrooms today, so I wanted to get all that done. So we'll go with that one and this one. And you can go ahead and fast forward this part of the video. You know I like to show you everything. Even though I tell you I'm going to pause it, I never really do. But we're just going to go through the whole thing so you can see it. And that way, you know exactly what I do. Because I am that exciting. All right, so let's see. Doesn't really matter what wires you're using. I just kind of split them apart. You can kind of tell some of them go together, you know, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It all comes out of the same power supply. All right, and then we have the 2 extra that will eventually plug in here and here, but we don't have that today, and that's okay. So we're going to put that like that. And then we'll take that single strand. Again, we have 2 single strands, and we're going to take this one, and we're going to come over to here. We're going to hook it in there. So we've got our ribbons hooked in. We've got our fans set up properly. Let's make sure. Yes, fans are correct. All hooked up. We got the 1 extra one. That's okay. As a matter of fact, I'll just leave that out for now. Don't need it inside of there getting super hot with those boards. And as far as it goes, y'all, this is it. This is it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here on the shelf, and then I'm going to grab that Z9, and we're going to do a little work on that. I'm actually going to unplug this for now. And I'm just going to bonus video. All right, this is the Z9. This is my first miner I ever got. I'm super excited to have this thing up and running again. Let's see. So that's the network. So we're going to take power supply. Now this one's a little different. This one only has 3 boards in it. So we don't need all of that extra power on this one, but we are going to be using some of it. So go ahead, same idea with this one. Well, you know, in full disclosure, this wasn't my very first one. I did have one of these before, and the market was booming, and I really wanted to get into the L3 Plus and the L3 Plus Plus machines. So the one that I had bought, I had sold it. I sold it, and I bought some L3 Plus because I sold it for such a good price, and then after I had sold it, I went ahead and I bought one of these off Alibaba because I just kind of felt like I wanted to have that because it was my very first one. And I went ahead and I bought one just to have it. And they're not very profitable, but right now they're not doing too bad. So there's no reason we shouldn't have it on. In the end, it is making money right now. It's not just breaking even, it's actually turning a profit. So even if I cash in all of its profit just to pay for the machine and I make another $20 a month on the profit side of this, I don't mind. Like I said, this is really speculative mining right now. Zcash or I think Horizon, of course Pirate or Arg coin, but whatever. It's I'm gonna let it run. It doesn't cost me a ton of money to run for the month, and for some speculative mining, I'm at a point where I'm making I'm making some enough money from those machines that to just let this mine and sit on all the coin, and then eventually and then pay for its power with one of those machines instead. I'm okay with that. I don't mind sitting on a little bit of this coin, whatever I may be doing it on, just for argument's sake. So anyway, I'll probably do this on Zerg Pool or something. I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to use yet, but probably Zerg. And if you've seen my video, and there'll be a link in the description below. I'll probably have a link for the L3 Plus Plus setup, where I go from opening the box to mining with it all the way through the whole setup. I don't think I've ever done a whole mild refurbish of a machine, but I could even buy these aluminum cases they come in. You can get one of those and make it look real pretty, and then I guess that would be a pretty big refurbish because it's got all new ribbons, it's got a new control board. If I got a new case for it, it's got the new power supply, it's got new fans. So, I mean, it's in about as good a shape as it can get as far as that goes. And once I get that last board fixed, I'll be in really good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over here as well. And I'll probably just lay it down just like this. And I will say this little machine is a furnace. This little guy puts out a lot of heat. It probably puts out about 1.5 times the amount of heat as one of those L3 Plus Plus or L3 Plus machines. So it is, this thing is a little furnace, but I like it, for no other reason than I, it was my first machine. So anyway, I don't know if I showed it to you. That's the Z9 regular. So let's go ahead and put this over here. It's going to go like this. That. And then we'll do the other network cable. We unwind it. And we'll do the same thing. We are maxed out on ports. The S9, I'm sorry, the S17, that one board that was working on it is now it's not working. So we got trouble there. And that T17, which I'm going to do a video on, I keep getting a temperature sensor error. And I disabled that, and now I'm getting another temperature sensor error, which I forget what it was, but I'm going to do a video on that, and I'm hoping some of you who deal with ASICs might be able to give me a workaround or what that might be to fix that. So we'll get to that one. We'll do a little video on that. And so let me just drop this one down here. Come on. All right. So we are good to go. Just going to tuck some of these wires back a little bit. I don't want those wires to be right in front of the heat blowing out. So anyway, that's it. So I've got some plugs still down here from the S17, the T17. So I'm going to use them to plug them up. And I'm going to start firing everything back up here. So let's start doing it. It's going to get a little noisy. We got that one. That one. Those. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to grab the phone up. And so we got the cooler, and it's doing its thing. We got L3, so that's the L3++. That's the L3+, 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 L3++, and the Z9. That's the T17, and that's the S17. So everybody's starting to kick in. You know, we got the new ventilation up top, so we're super stoked. It's been keeping it beautifully and cool down here, so I'm super happy. It's getting loud, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut down. I'm gonna grab those other fans and bring them upstairs. I want to have some backups. I might do a little review on all my backup equipment, just so you know what I keep on hand. You should always have a lot of backups. So anyway, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Shut this down. And then I'm going to go head upstairs to the mining exercise room cave. And we are going to check some numbers. So I'll see you upstairs in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. And we're going to go ahead and use Advanced Port Scanner. You've seen me use it in other videos. It's super easy to use. I'll put a link in the description below to download it. Just click scan. That's it. If you know the range that you're scanning, it's right here. You know, typically at home, 192.168.1.xxx is typically your home network. Oh, dripped a little bit. So you can leave it as default, and it's pretty much all home networks. So the ones that are in gray are ones that it has seen before, but the ones that are in blue are the ones that we're looking for. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see that Z9 in here. That's too bad. But I do see this one. No, that's not the right one. Where was it? Wasn't it 11? All right. All right, and there's the 3 of them that are on. All right, so there it is. It's got the 3 boards running at 4:01. So there you go. And they're running. That's what matters, right? It's on. So if I had the other board, I think it is going a little slow. It is. Yeah. All right, but 401. I'm sorry, 396 now. All right, so 396. So let's just take a look at something here real quick. That poor Z9. All right. This one's not actually doing that well, because one of my other ones, let's see, how's that one doing? So I've got this one overclock. Yeah, 626, 625 is what I'm running mine at. Well, that guy's humming. That's doing better than ever. And he's clocked the same speed as, all of them are clocked at the same speed right now. So that's actually incredible. That's doing just fine. The 652, that's that one. Okay, so 652, it's doing really well. $6.15. So this comes up too. So it only goes to 500, and if I go to this one, I can go to 650. And if I do my, here we go. So I'm at 610. And I guess, see, that one's a little different the way it, Yeah. I have turned them up a little bit from time to time. It depends how the market's really doing, I guess. If it's really kicking, I'll pump it up and just, right? That's what you do, right? And then when the market goes down on Doge, I still keep it going at a good rate. It is overclocked, it's not at stock. I keep it at 610, and 610 goes 625. So now this is with the Hive software that I've been using, just trying to check this out. So let's look at this one. So 653 and 654. So they run the same at the same overclocking, and I guess I should try them on two different, or try one, let it run for 10 minutes, let it tune up, whatever, and check what it's using for power, and then do the same thing with the Hive. I haven't done that yet. I've been watching them both, seeing how their earnings are, and they're identical. So is Hive any better? I haven't seen it yet. I know they do charge a fee to use theirs. Their dev fee is much higher. So I'm looking into different ones, but I'm just messing around with these two for now. Anyway, $3 a day, $90 a month. So, almost another $100 bill. And like I said before, $100, that's $100. I bought a bunch of wires from Infinite Cables the other day, for my test rig and for a couple backups. And I want to add that other one back in there. So, I drop $100 on that, and there you go. I got a lot of cables though. I got a lot of stuff. If you haven't checked them out, they're pretty good. I use them for I use them for all my cables, to be honest. They don't sponsor me or anything like that. I just like using them for their wires. So anyway, that's about it. That's that amp miner. 3 boards. And it should be doing better, and it's not. Because if let's see. Yeah, so 157, 156, 155, so 156. And, I'm pretty low right here. So these are 155, 156, 157, and these are 128, 135, 137. So I'm losing something somewhere. The board I got supposed to be said it would work either way. It really comes down to the boards that you have in the miner itself, is how I was led to believe. Anything I've looked up seemed like the board would work either way. It's just the amount of power for the chip that you're using. So, and I'm going to do a little more research into this. So, not the most exciting video, I'm sorry, but it's running. This one. I gotta get that other board fixed. I got it right here. Okay. Those are all burnt out. I gotta get those replaced. I got the parts. So I got to get that soldered on there. Once I get that soldered on there and I put that in here, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. But right now, it's kind of a sad state. Looks like there's all of them are reporting in, but there's a couple bad. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's. So in this situation, they say that Hive OS has a better tuning process. So you know what? I may put this on Hive and see if Hive tunes this better with the errors that I'm getting over here. And yeah, you can see them. There's quite a few. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to put Hive on here actually. So let's do that. If you guys want to stay up with me, I'm just putting this so this one here. So that one's just the regular download. So we will go to configuration. Oops. Is it advanced? No. Upgrade. All right, there we are. You know, I can do a backup of this, but this is, well, it's brand new on there, so I guess we'll all right, so there's our backup, and then we will choose a file. And we're going to flash it, and we'll click OK. So we're going to let this run. This could take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I'm just going to pause the video here, and I'll come back when this thing either boots or doesn't. Like I said, not a very exciting Saturday night, just hanging out. All right, so I took a little break. I went downstairs to mess around with the Z9. It was giving trouble. So those power supplies, they don't work with regular 120. They're only meant to work with 240. And that's fine because that's what I got down in Crazy Town. So I've got a 20 amp. I got 2 of those, and then I got the 30s. I got 2 30s down there. And I had it plugged into the 20. And for some reason it wasn't working right. I know the power is proper down there for it, so I wasn't sure. So I moved it to the 30 amp PDU, and it fired right up. This one here is also on that 30 amp, and that's got that other power supply, the new one. I put it on this one here, and it's on that same 30. So I'm not sure if it's just a question of having, you know, a bunch of bad ASICs. I got one here. I've got 1, 2. I've got 3 there, 4, 5. You know, and that could be the problem. You know, right there. It's just, you know, the machine is not the best of the best. This one is one of those Alibaba specials. So, you know, whatever. It's and I've learned my lesson with that. Well, not completely, but so let's check out that Z9, and it's running, I mean, it's a 42. It's supposed to be running at 42 sol. You know, just regular. It's running at 45. So it does have 2 settings. It has balanced and turbo. It's not like the L3 Plus or Plus Plus where it has different ones you can pick from. It's either one or the other. So I have it on balance. I don't have it on turbo. You know, if the market was doing really, really well, I might bump it up. But again, this is one of those Alibaba specials, and you know, whatever. I'm not gonna kill it unless it's, you know, really moving up here. So $1.46. You know, if this was up, you know, at $3 or more, I'd probably turn it up, you know, for a couple days until it dropped or whatever happened. You know, either the machine shuts down, but otherwise, you know, it is running, and it's running as expected. So I'm happy with it. It doesn't look like there's any trouble with any of the ASICs. All the chains are reported in. So, you know, we'll just run through them all really quick one more time, and then I'll probably wrap it up. You know, this is my, you know, my ASIC farm. This is what I have. You know, you see some of these videos, some of these guys have brand new machines, you know, S19s, you know, L7 and so on, you know, the M20s and sometimes they have an L3 plus or two, you know, but I don't get them donated, and the ones that I buy, I don't make a ton of money on all of this stuff. So the ones that I do get are secondhand, and I have bought them on Alibaba, and I've had, you know, obviously some troubles. So this one is an Alibaba one here, but it runs perfectly. I mean, nothing is out. It gets great speeds. This is the L3++, so I'm happy with this one. But that's the coin flip, is that, you know, then we move on and we go to the other one, and again, we're missing that one board because the power supply was garbage that they gave me, and that burnt out the board right off the bat. You know, I was behind the 8 ball on that deal with a cruddy power supply, and then that's what it's caused. You know, I still got that board, and you know, that one's, the connectors are burnt out pretty bad. You know, so that's just life with that. And once I get that fixed, then I get it in here, you know, if I'm getting about 125, 130, let's say 130 averaging in here, you know, that'll be 530-ish, 525, 520. So, you know, eventually I'll get that on Hive. That didn't work on there for Hive. It said it wasn't signed. So I'm going to have to do that with the SD card, and I'll get to that. And that's really just to see if its tuning does any better to get around any of these ASICs, or can tune them better to hopefully maybe get a pulse. So I'm just going to try other stuff just to see if I can get it to work any better. But again, you know, these are luck of the draw with them, and I don't have a lot of money to just buy, you know, new or, you know, the refurbished, you know, for $1,500 a pop. You know, try to get the $1,000, $1,100 specials now. That's what they're going for. Save $300 or $400, but then I run into problems like this. So, you know, where's the real savings? Where's the earnings? I don't know. I didn't have an extra $1,500 to throw down on some of these, like a lot of you, I'm sure. So those are the L3 plus, and we'll see what happens with this one. The L3 plus. This one is running. Let's see. Yeah, this is that first one. This one's running, you know, fantastic. Everything is in, all chains. The numbers are great. Obviously, the temperature's out in the wintertime now. And then the second one, so that one wasn't working right because I had it plugged into that 20 amp. For some reason, it didn't like that. I put it in the 30 amp, and I'm getting, you know, again, fantastic numbers. Everything looks great. So I'm really happy with that one. And then the last one does give me some trouble. I do have some chips out. Let's see if I can just pick a couple out. I see that one. I might, again, try this one on Hive just for the hell of it and see if it helps pick it up. But even at 610, you know, I'm not going to complain about this. You know, I'm happy at 610. I'm happy at the temperatures. All boards are reporting. And, you know, what do I see? Just one in here. And that shouldn't cause it to be that much lower. Let's see, it's on this one. Yeah, it's this chain here. Look at that. That's what's... No, that's fine. Which one is... Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it's just that little bit extra. And this one's a little low also, though everything, it looks good. I'm not a professional with this stuff, y'all. I will look into these things and I'll read about them. Once we're done tonight, I'll keep going and figure some of this stuff out. But, you know, so what was that? Was that number 3 or is this number 3? That's number 3. So anyway, that's the state of affairs. Of course, the Z9, 47, you know, that's, again, I'm happy. And you just got to watch and see which coin is more profitable at the time, because with this Zen right now, when we were looking, actually, what are we doing? We're doing Zen. Actually, we need to move that over and do Zcash, is a matter of fact. So it's funny because I was looking at Zen and it looked like it was, that's under Horizon, and it was up earlier. Pirate is down. Where's, am I missing it? There it is. No, never mind. Oh my God. Yeah, that just took a dump. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to move that over to Zcash. So I'll change that in pool-in. And make that happen. Let's see if we can do that real quick. What's up, Poolin? Is it coming up? Is the internet down? No, the internet's up. Well, that didn't work. Anyway, you get the idea, y'all. Not everything's perfect here. You know, the only thing I got running real strong right now are the GPUs for sure. And that's just because I have a little bit more of a computer background when it comes to this stuff. So it's made it easier for me to work on some of these. I'll tell you, there are some things that I'm still having trouble with. And, you know, one of my boards, like the RX board that I've got over there, as soon as I put a 5th GPU in there, it dumps. It'll work for a minute and then it wants to reboot, gives me an error. I'm going to do a video on that and see if maybe some of y'all out there have any thoughts on that. I've swapped out motherboards, thought it was a different board maybe, so I tried a different one. When I got this new mining frame that I'm using for my test bed, I put the motherboard from that one, and then I had the 3060 Ti's in, and I had 6 of them across the board in there with this, and it was running Hive, no problem. So the one in there, I have, I thought, okay, well maybe it's that board, something wrong with it. So when I took that board out and I put it into this test bench one that I'm using, before I put anything else in it, I just put the cards in here real quick and tried it with the same way. And as soon as I put that 5th card, same thing happened. So it's something with Hive. I'm going to do a new image of that and see if that does it. Maybe it's the flash on that stick. So I'm going to mess around with that. But anyway, you know, besides that, you know, everything else is running real smooth over here. Like I said, 580 is the number I'm looking at. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate you checking in. I know this wasn't a very exciting video. Saturday night, just kind of hanging in there and messing around with my ASICs. Got all the parts in, so I got all that sort of running. But that's where I'm at. That's the state of affair. Anyway, comments below. You know, I might have lost a couple subscribers tonight for this video, but I hope a couple of you sticking around. And I'm going to do some more videos. I got that one card I bought off AliExpress, and I'm sure now that I've got that test bed set up, I'm going to get that one going, and I'm going to, you know, mess around with a couple other things I've got going on. But for tonight, we'll call it. So thanks again. Comments below, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you want to see more boring videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for checking in.